Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4 and we're using the Kawasaki Zephyr 1100 from 1992 here in the magnificent circuit, the road circuit of Southern 100. So things are getting a little bit messy here as we've got a variety of bikes on the circuit, but with the Kawasaki being a naked retro machine, I didn't bother upgrading it at all. I left everything completely stock, and we're going up against riders who do have upgraded bikes and, of course, slick tyres. So this could be very interesting to see how well we fare against the opposition. Now, I did the video a couple of days ago with the same thing, with stock tyres versus the riders on the slicks, and it seemed to give us a good battle, a good chance of making some interesting content. So, now, unfortunately, when you do choose the slicks like the AI does, you can just dominate them. So I'm hoping that whenever I choose the stocks, it does make things a little bit more intense. And going into this part of the track here is going to be the most intense part of the circuit as we try and get Arthur Thompson on the brakes. We're not quite strong enough to outbrake him here. Of course, with the stock tyres, we don't have the same amount of grip as these guys do, so they can really stop on a 5 pence piece. But for us, not really the same. We have to make sure we're braking rather early and gradually rather than just slamming on the anchors. But now into the fastest section of the Southern 100. Things are going to get very tight here. Do I try and go around the outside? I'm looking for a gap. I can see Gunther Kutchler getting away at the front, but mind the gap, ladies and gentlemen. We're squeezing through, coming around the outside as well. That's a brave and bold move, if I do say so myself. Can you imagine seeing someone fly past you on a stock bike without any slick tyres at all, just standard stuff? You would be livid. But look at that, already up into second place. Cameraman flashing to the right hand side there, getting some good shots as we now pursue Gunther Kutchler. So the German ahead of us. I think the last video we did, we also had a German ahead of us, so it's time for us to chase them down and hopefully regain, or in fact I don't think we even got first position yet in this race. I think we started so far back that we gave ourselves a bit of work to do. So the gap is 1.5 seconds to the German ahead of us. The Canadian behind is 0.6 of a second, but I'm not too concerned with what's happening behind, more so up at the front, and also concerned with that rear tyre being a little bit cold as we get very close to the curb on the right hand side of the screen there. Need to be a little bit more careful in some of these corners. You touch those curbs and it's good night Vienna, so just be very, very careful if you're trying to replicate what we're doing here today in the Southern 100. So across the line, that is now, if you can believe it, already the start of the penultimate lap. It's a 3-lap sprint here in the Southern 100, and getting across the line there indicates that we've got to start moving here. Less than a second is the advantage to Gunther, and we're closing in rather rapidly. I probably would like to get in a little bit closer, but I need to be careful. We are on stock tyres, we're not on the slicks. I can't be braking as late as I really want, can't be going for moves around the outside on the brakes. It would just be a little bit too bold and probably a little bit too ambitious. So using the braking markers there on the left hand side of your screen to slow it into the iron gates. Quick change of direction here, and this is where I find we are significantly quicker than the artificial intelligence. So we get really close to the wall there, practically rubbing the boot on there. He might even touch the wing mirrors on the bike there almost. It was super close to the wall for the right hand side, but this nice change of direction for the hairpin sets us up quite nicely here. 0.7 of a second we are behind Gunther Kutchler, as we'll now bring it in to the right hand side. This is another part of the track that I find that we are just significantly quicker, and this part of the circuit is just bravery. It's just simply bravery. Don't let go of the throttle, give it everything you've got, tuck in, get near the bushes and just give it 100% throttle. And to be honest with you, I think this is the same. Full throttle, don't reduce it, just go for it. Be brave, be bold, and tackle it with such vigour as we now go to the right hand side. Are we able to get up at the inside here? I guess not at this stage of the race as of yet, but look how well we closed in for the cross four ways corner. Really close to Gunther Kutchler this time around. I think we could be through before the end of this penultimate lap, and that would be something else. It's certainly been a gap that has just steadily decreased, and here it comes into the slipstream we are. It just depends now what Gunther can do. If he's really strong and he's bold on the left hand side, but look at the speed we picked up there. I think Gunther on the Ducati Monster decided to yield the position and say, okay then, you take the reins, I'll chase you for a little while. So onto the left-hand side into the stadium bends, getting close to the curbs there, but not this time, not as close as we did on the previous lap. Of course, touching the pavement would mean instant death here in Ride 4, so be very, very careful. But look at that gap we've built. Across the line, we are going to set a 2-minute 27.002 lap. But we've already pulled 0.8 of a second on the German. The Kawasaki Zephyr 1100 is a beast. It's the first time I'm using it here in Ride 4, and I've got to say, I absolutely love it. It's a bike I'd probably commute to work in, but it's absolutely brilliant. It's fast, it's pretty stable. Probably one of the most stable bikes I've used in this game. I haven't touched any of the settings, I've not upgraded anything. It's just a very comfortable bike to use, and I guess I can't remember if it was a DLC bike or not. I don't think it was. So I would implore you guys to give this bike a try and let me know what you think. If you're fancying a run at the Southern 100, see if you can beat my best lap time, which is going to be set in, I hope, on this particular lap. But if not, it'll be a 2-minute 27.002. So braking in firm now for the right-hander. It's just gone 12:30 here in the Southern 100. Temperature's great though at 26 degrees. Loving life here with the stock tyres. I did not think the stock tyres would be the tyres to choose from, but I just guess it's a case of us being a little bit better than the AI. The artificial intelligence is certainly not at its best in Ride 4. Put up us against in Superbike 22 and things are a little bit different, but we have now got a 2-second advantage to the German behind. Things looked bleak at the start of this one. When we were minding the gap around here, it seemed like things were going to be a bit difficult, but not anymore. We have absolutely dominated here in the Southern 100, and I've got to be honest with you, I am loving this bike, this track, and this game once again. I was a little bit apprehensive about jumping back onto Ride 4, but no, my passion and love for this game is certainly back. I have had a blast. Cannot wait to start the Ride 4 Ace Championship that we're going to have very soon. We're going to have a one-bike championship, of course, which we have done recently, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And I hope you guys are too. If you're on PC, let me know so you can get involved. And of course, if you yet to subscribe, now's a great time to do so as we come to the conclusion of today's video. But now into the left-hand side for the stadium bends once more. Don't get too brave here and start touching the pavement. We managed to tackle it pretty well as we go firm on the rear brake, and that is going to be an absolutely dominant performance here in the Southern 100. Gunther Kutschler, good effort, but not good enough. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed. Bit of a quick one for you in the Southern 100, and I do hope that the content has sated your appetite for today. But guys, if not, be sure to check out the rest of my content, and of course, be sure to hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.